Bezel-less devices are fast becoming the go-to option for smartphone buyers these days, and the reason is good enough. These devices look good and they offer a ton of functionality, and one such device comes from the house of Huawei in form of the Honor 9i. Now this is a pretty interesting device. This device comes at a price point of 17,999, at which it offers 4 cameras, and mind it, 2 on the front, 2 at the back, and a ton of additional features. And in this video today we will be giving you a long-term review of the Honor 9i. This phone I have been using for the past 90 days, and all these things that I will be talking about in the video today are my observations regarding this device. And mind it, I will not be talking about the specifications alone. I'll be talking about my observations about the software, camera, features, design, all the things that make this phone a good one. The look and feel of a device is one of the very basic and the first thing that seizes the attention of any buyer. Kudos to the brand for making a brilliant looking device. I personally love the black color variant and the matte color finish that it features. The front of the device is nice and clean with 2.5D Gorilla Glass protecting its display. The device has a very high screen to body ratio that has been made possible with the use of very slim bezels. Its metallic body definitely adds a touch of durability to the smartphone, while the well-rounded corners make it extremely comfortable to use. It is one of the many devices to feature an 18:9 aspect ratio, which makes it taller and narrower than most smartphones with a similar screen size. The placement of the keys and the fingerprint sensor is spot on. However, use of an older micro USB port on a new generation device seriously raises some questions. Despite having a metallic body and high capacity battery, the makers have managed to maintain the overall weight of the device to a minimum, and that really shows when you're using this device. The Honor 9i features a 5.9-inch display in a body that is well suited for a 5.5-inch device. The use of very slim bezels is a delightful addition and surely adds to the utility of this device. In terms of color reproduction and sharpness, the display is spot on. Since the display has a non-standard aspect ratio, it also has a non-standard resolution, which is 2160 by 1080 pixels. That is slightly higher than a Full HD display. The sharpness levels once again are great, and the refresh rate is also high that reduces ghosting and blurring visuals while playing high-speed games. By default, the color temperature of the display is a bit cool. Not to worry, as you can change it from the settings, and if you consider even warmer display, that option is also available. Honor has used a clever little innovation in the display itself, which can help reduce the battery consumption when you are running low on juice. This device allows users to reduce the resolution so that the vital battery life can be preserved. While the indoor display performance is good, the brightness level for outdoor usage is a bit low. Today, the Qualcomm Snapdragon processor is definitely the king of the hill, but Honor has made use of its very own processor to power this device. While I was a bit skeptical in the beginning, it did surprise me with the kind of performance it delivered at the price this phone comes for. Playing games even in high definition is a breeze. Multitasking, opening and closing of several applications, all is done in a jiffy. I personally juggle with many applications when I'm using my phone, and this one sailed through everything easily. 4 GB of RAM at this price point is common these days, but having all that memory really makes a difference. Application load times, and even if you're using multiple applications at the same time, there is hardly any lag. While overall performance is competent, I feel that this phone can really do with better graphics processor or the GPU. While there are no noticeable problems in playing games, it does encounter occasional hiccups with minor stutter here and there. However, that would not be a problem for most users. The phone does get warm while playing games or doing processor-intensive work such as multitasking. But nothing to worry, as the metal body here acts as a passive radiator to dissipate heat faster. This phone runs on Android 7.0 Nougat with EMUI 5.0 custom user interface laid on top of it. Over the years, the company has really worked on its software, and I am very happy seeing all the features being included in the latest build. There are a ton of customization options, and the EMUI 5.1 is definitely feature rich. Nevertheless, there is a bit of downside to it, as well as 2.51 GB of storage is consumed by the firmware alone. If you use many applications or if you record many Full HD videos, you'll soon run out of the 64 GB onboard storage that comes with this device. Technically speaking, this phone is world's first 4-camera smartphone, however, that is more of a gimmick than reality. At the back, you get a 16 megapixel camera along with a 2 megapixel depth sensing camera, while in the front, there is a 13 megapixel camera assisted by a 2 megapixel depth sensor. The depth sensor really comes in handy while capturing images and creating that bokeh effect. The company has added a ton of functionality to camera alone and has also created a dedicated store from where you can download new functions or features for the camera alone. Overall, the image quality is satisfactory in both low and brightly lit conditions. Featuring a 3340 mAh battery, this smartphone easily manages a day's worth of heavy usage or 2 days worth of light to moderate use. But don't start applauding just now, as despite a bigger battery, the phone misses out on two very critical things. Firstly, it does not feature quick charge, and secondly, it still uses an age-old USB port. So well, that was our long-term review of the Honor 9i, and just to recap all the things that I mentioned in this video, this phone comes at a price point of 17,999, at which it offers a good display, good design, optimal performance, but slightly misses out in the camera department, specifically because of its focusing mechanism. But the main thing is, at this price point, is it the only option available for you in the bezel-less category? Well, the answer is no. There are many phones in the market right now at a similar price point that offer much better performance, and there are devices which are worse than it as well. So with this, we end this video, and I really hope that you have liked this video. If you have liked it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and there's a thumbs down button there as well. And as always, share and subscribe to our channel. This is Rahul Gupta signing off. You are watching Guiding Tech.